If you don't want to be a whore anymore, by all means, don't be a whore. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say, like, I read a lot of testimonies, I guess, with ex-lesbians and things like that. And one thing that was reoccurring, that they blamed their homosexual lifestyle with alcoholism. They blamed it on alcoholism, drug abuse. They blamed it on clubbing. You know what I'm saying? Those things do not make you a homosexual. By all means, if you don't want to be a alcoholic, don't drink. Okay? Or don't drink excessively. If you don't want to be a drug addict, don't use drugs. If you don't want to be a club hopper, don't club. If you don't want to be a whore, don't be a whore. But what you can't do is blame being a homosexual on all that stuff. You can't say, oh, once I stop being a homosexual, that's when I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, I stopped doing this, stopped doing that. If those are the things you associate with the homosexual life, then whatever. But not all homosexuals drink, not all of them club, not all of them do drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Stop blaming stuff for why you are who you are, or why you were doing what you were doing. You can't blame nothing or nobody but yourself. Stop. I mean, like it's very crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell like this little quick story before I go. But it was something that really, like, it kind of hit me over the head. Like, I've been wanting to talk about this subject for a while now. I got something in my eye. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to talk about this subject for a while now, but I kind of been suppressing it. Plus, I didn't have a camera, but now I do, so I can definitely make this happen. It's this guy friend of mine. I'm not gonna put all his business out in the street, and I'm sure as hell not gonna call his name. But like months ago, I found out that he had been going to church, which, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm not a church goer anymore. But I found out he had been trying to go to church and trying to get his life right. But on top of that, he was saying, or what I got, because I didn't talk to him personally. I didn't talk to him, but I had heard through the grapevine. Of course, I don't believe everything I see and hear, but something happened after that, which made me be like, oh, you know. Well, on top of that, what I was hearing was that he was saying he didn't want to be gay anymore, and he wanted to try to man up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know when being gay makes you less of a man, but whatever. Well, I ran into him one day at a gas station, and when I saw him, it was like I almost didn't see him, cause it was like a different. It was like it wasn't him, and everything about him was conflicted. What he was trying to make himself do. Like, he was the type that back in the day when we used to really hang hard, he was very flamboyant, and he was, you know, one of them hey girl type people. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw him, the first thing was, like, I sort of kind of didn't, it was like I was going to walk right past him, up until he said, hey, and I looked up, and I'm like, is that? And as I watched him, because number one, if it had been the old him, it would have been, hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, I did this, I did that, da 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 da. But Number one, the look on his face was that of zero emotion. Zero. It was like talking to a zombie. And the way he was walking, when I saw him walk, was like, I'm trying not to walk with a switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to walk. Like, he literally looked like he had a stick up his ass. And like he was trying to hold that stick in there. By all means. And it was like he was a prisoner inside his own body. And the more I looked at him, I was just like, you know, it was starting to hurt me because I know this is not the same person. I know people change. You know what I'm saying? But I can also see when a person is in a battle with themselves. That is, to me, sometimes it's unnecessary to be in. And I know he's going to have to go through it. I know he's going to have to battle it. And can't nobody help him find his happiness but him. And I wish he would stop looking to other people to help him find it. And he just find it on his own. Because it'd be so much easier to please one person, as in yourself, than to please 5 or 6 other people. Because like it really did hurt. Like it really hurt me because I felt like I could feel his struggle. I could feel his struggle in his walk, in his attitude. Like all he said was hi to me. But in that instance, and for the moment that I watched him, it was like I was just looking at like it was nothing. It was just an emotionless person. And so he might be going through this for another couple of months, another year, 2 years, 3 years. And he might not ever find his happiness. But at the same time, I beg everybody else to please. Life is too short. Life is too short. You need to live it. And you need to love today. Don't put it off to tomorrow. You know, people say all the time, you know what I'm saying, how, you know, give your life to Christ today. Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow's never promised. What's the same thing about life and love? It's the same thing about life and love. You can't put that off. You can't.